Because You Love Me. When I first started writing this book, I thought it was for someone else. More specifically, I just knew there was another woman out there that needed to know they were loved. But as this process went on, I realized it wasn't about the book at all. It was about coming to know that I was loved. Loved by God. A time in which the Creator came close. Love Himself came to a desperate heart. A heart that would need to be reminded again and again that it's loved. Love that would reveal itself very uniquely and very specifically. Do you remember the movie Despicable Me? I remember when it first came out, I was not hip on watching a movie that had the word despicable in it, and nor was I going to let my boys see it either. However, one family movie night, we decided we would watch this, as the recommendation came from some of my girlfriends that this really was a good movie. So we sat down and we started watching. And Gru, the main bad villain character, whose heart was hard and cold and abrupt and mean, started taking care of these three girls. And these three girls, through their love, changed the heart of this bad villain dude. And at the end of the movie, there's a scene where Gru is reading these girls a bedtime story that he wrote himself, that he actually explains how his heart has changed. So it's such a good example of how love changes hearts. It changes people. It changes lives. Love has the ability to go beyond the outside appearance, to see the heart, to see the original design that was purposed by its creator. Love just loves. And through that, it transforms the created back to their original design. Isaiah 43:4a tells us, "Since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you." Because I love you. Those have to be my 4 favorite words in the entire Bible. Because I love you. On page 183 in this book, in the chapter Because You Love Me, I wrote these words. When He went to the cross for me, it wasn't just so that I could be saved and then sit on a pew in some stuffy church and stand and sing songs and sit and listen to a sermon. No, it wasn't. And sometimes my little girly mind wonders if that even crossed our Jesus' mind when He walked the hill to be nailed to the cross. I think He was thinking of more. I think He was thinking of how much He adored His people, how much He loved us, how much He needed us to know that love. For Him, it didn't stop at the moment of salvation. He wasn't just trying to win our souls. He wasn't trying to get us to go to church. And He wasn't hoping for a 15-minute, one-time prayer session with us. No. Rather, I believe He wanted more. He wanted us to know that He adored us. He loved us. Because of His great love for us, He wants more for us. I am so in love with Jesus because He loves me. And that love is what led that to become. And I had this whole thing backwards for years. I thought what mattered, what counted most, was my love for God. Rather, the importance is that God loves me. And I've come to learn this proper order. Be loved and then love. Because love changes hearts.